You're listening to the Beyond Maya Wisdom Library. Today's scroll is Playing the Infinite Game, a scroll examining consciousness, identity, and reality. Every gamer knows the feeling. You get so immersed in a game that the outside world fades away. Hours pass like minutes. Your thoughts, emotions, and sense of identity merge with the character on the screen. But what if that isn't escapism at all? What if this is precisely what's happening here, and being human is the ultimate immersive game, with consciousness as the player behind the controller? The game. When I first began exploring spirituality and non-dual teachings, I was still a devoted gamer. I loved RPGs in particular, worlds where you step into an avatar, accept a quest, and slowly uncover who you're meant to become. Years later, through meditation and inner inquiry, something quietly clicked. The parallels between gaming and reality are everywhere. Life, it seems, is not random chaos. It is an exquisitely designed game. An illusion, a dream, a simulation, or as I like to call it, a cosmic game. Its purpose is simple, yet profound: to evolve consciousness, to forget, experience, and ultimately remember who and what we truly are. An ancient insight reimagined. Long before video games, mystics and sages pointed to the same truth, that what we experience as reality is not ultimate. In Vedantic traditions, this world is called Maya, the great illusion that veils our true nature. In Buddhism, life is likened to a dream, fleeting and insubstantial when examined closely. In Taoism, form is seen as a temporary expression of an underlying formless source. In mystical Christianity and A Course in Miracles, the world is described as a projection, a dream of separation arising in the mind. Across cultures and eras, the message is strikingly consistent. We are not the body. We are not the persona. We are the awareness witnessing the experience. What modern games and simulation metaphors offer is simply a new language for an ancient insight, one that makes the mechanics of illusion, immersion, and awakening easier to recognize. The illusion of forgetting. Much of our suffering arises from a single misunderstanding. We've forgotten who we are. We've forgotten the power we wield as consciousness. We've forgotten the deeper laws shaping experience. We've forgotten that we are not merely characters navigating a hostile world. And yet, even this forgetting is part of the design. Without immersion, there is no experience. Without contrast, there is no growth. Without illusion, there is no remembering. The outer world becomes a perfect feedback system, a mirror reflecting our inner state, guiding the evolution of awareness through lived experience. The character and the player. Each of us enters the game and spawns on this planet with a unique character build. A body, a personality, a set of strengths, challenges, gifts, and circumstances. We upgrade skills, chase achievements, collect meaning, and attempt to win according to the rules we've inherited. And for a time, this is exactly what we're meant to do. But eventually, a deeper question arises. Is this all there is? That moment marks the beginning of awakening, because the ultimate truth is this: you are not the character, you are the player. You are consciousness itself, the awareness animating the avatar. When this is remembered, the entire game changes. Life is no longer played from fear and survival, but from curiosity, creativity, and freedom. The guardian of immersion. Every great game has a mechanic that keeps you engaged. In this one, that mechanic is the ego. The ego is not an enemy. It is the structure that allows immersion. Formed through conditioning, memory, and identification, it gives us a sense of individuality and continuity. Its role is simple: to keep the player identified with the character. But when we forget that it is a mechanism, the ego becomes a prison rather than a tool. We mistake the avatar for our true identity and lose access to the broader field of consciousness we're playing from. Awakening begins the moment this confusion loosens. The end game. In most games, winning means completion. In this one, winning means remembering. To remember the true absolute self beyond the form while still playing as a being in a world. This is the self-realization that leads to enlightenment. Enlightenment is not about escaping life. It is about seeing clearly while fully embodied within it. It is the realization that we are extensions of Source consciousness, experiencing itself through countless forms and perspectives. When this knowing is lived, not merely understood, anxiety softens. Resistance dissolves. Life becomes less of a battlefield and more of a playground. This is why mystics and sages throughout history appeared to bend reality. They were not bound by the costume of the character or the seeming rules of the material plane. They were awake as the consciousness flowing through all forms. Awakening and beyond. Awakening is the moment you realize you're in a game. You step back. You witness the character. You recognize the player. But awakening is not the final stage. Enlightenment is the embodiment of that knowing, living as the player while still playing the character. Awakening is the checkpoint. Enlightenment is completing the quest and realizing you are the one playing all along. The paradox of play. Here lies the great paradox. Truth exists beyond illusion, yet consciousness chooses illusion in order to experience truth. Forgetting is not a flaw in the system, it is what makes the game possible. Eventually, every player remembers that enlightenment is not a reward to be earned, but a natural state to be reclaimed. And so the invitation is not to abandon the world, but to play it differently. To be in the world, but not of it. To inhabit the character without forgetting the player. To live as consciousness expressing itself for the sheer love of the game. Thank you for listening.